Come on, team! Come on, go! Come on, team!
Today we've got Thurrock T-Birds versus Reading Abbey RFC. Today's referee
From you off.
We've got Hannah Galen at Toeshead Prop, Claire Stevens at hooker, Jess Potter at tight lock, Catherine Shepherd at second row, Katie
Yeah, work.
Right side wing, Sarah Jeffrey, and number 15 fullback, Laura Reynolds. The finishers today, Rosie Sackers, Jessica Williams, Claire Geyer, second row with Cole Smith at second row, Sam Mooney,
Go on!
with inside centre outside centre Sophie Tyler, Iona Foster at right wing, Lisa Hurley. Stones, Sarah Dyche, Molly Young, Thank you.
Get it down this side. Under the post. Under the post. Who scored that?
That was India.
That was.
Not updated the score. You scored twice and not updated it.
No, I just allowed first.
Oh, why?
Don't know.
India Harvey Jones.
Oh,
That one. Oh, sorry.
That's this one. That's not the same one.
That was Abby Jones.
Oh, Abby Jones. Right. Thank you. Do you recognise? Hannah's not back today, is she?
No, she's. I think she's still out with her hamstring from last week.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's sad? So thank you.
That's alright.
who's doing the ball?
And you can see in the background, play scoreboard is now being updated.
In the last 20 minutes.
Come on, Abby! Yes, Tory!
The boys have climbed up from the other side.
So well today. The 45 mil. That's
Megan?
They were keeping it back and forth the whole match. There was like a 5-minute break in the match, and then went off behind.
They should have one.
Oh, there you go.
She's with her heads okay. There we go. And it looks like she can keep
I don't know what they're doing with the...
So you're trying to aim like a little bit.
Come on, Abby!
It's good. It's twice like commercial. So you got it? Room up.
Only sound we have. So the score is kept at 19 games. Team manager.
Come on, Abby!
Physio Mark Hogan.
Dad, she ain't got a phone.
She ain't got a phone, is she?
It's doing that. Someone's playing with it or they've not set it.
That's good. Raising Abby goes for a kick. And then straight to the hands of Samuel again. So a very fantastic game so far. Again by Nicole Smith. Jay Bond's sharp there. Reading Abby make a very good attempt at a counter off, unfortunately the red calls for that.
Nice nudge. Social media.
You going? You going? No.
Or if I'm not doing unfortunately, that frozen was a straight line. So just bringing it back for scrum.
Come on, Abby!
Scrum by everybody. And she starts throwing the ball.
Don't just whisper in your ear, Gabs. It's not that sensitive. Is Andy?
Touch again by Laura. Very strong move from both sides. It seems to be going sideways instead of either end of the pitch. Passed out to the backs. Roll stop.
Make silly mistakes.
Not quite sure what that's for.
No problem.
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Sorry.
It's devastating when
Drive them over.
just make that small mistake. Reading had been doing very well to defend against the side and managed to pass the ball from the goal. Another great
Go on, Indy.
We'd see Nico, India or Abby Jones will be able to get a hat-trick today, possibly.
Or two.
Excited to see.
Maybe like a week. Yeah, fine.
Who's the kicker, miss?
That is Sean Fag.
Sean Combs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close to the other one. Dear me.
I can't eat anything back.
Trying to release an injury. Just why didn't I?
One string.
Let's hope Tony knows what's going on.
What, the young one?
Someone's not.
They're trying to change Woodford to Reading.
Oh,
Still says Woodford.
someone doesn't know how to do it. They hit Fashion and W just now. Just go through delete.
It's like hamstring injury. Nevertheless, Sean said something. She manages to get a very nice kick over the post. That will bring it to 26-0 to Thurrock. I'm sad to say none of you could see the Thurrock side there as the kick was being filmed, but Bradders was doing a very nice impression of a yoga instructor. Keeping the commentators entertained.
It's up here. You ain't got it. What? It's up here. We ain't got it. You usurped my policy. You didn't know
And
who was
as you
doing
might be
it.
able to see, the scoreboard is finally being changed to Reading Abbey Woodford, which was our men's game last week.
Is it?
Unfortunately,
Have you read the manual? Have you read the manual?
it's a lunch.
It's a man. Don't read manuals.
And I don't know.
I'm in.
What do I do?
Come on, Abby!
I just,
I didn't hear.
Female commentator. Nice. Nice.
kick goes straight to Maddie Lockwood. Does a brilliant jig by his run into contact. And Reading Abbey with a penalty. That'll be the one.
It's fucked, right?
Another great kick from Annalise down to Rice, but unfortunately, just missed. Touch anyway.
He hasn't put the score up, 26.
Actually, it makes it.
Hasn't put the score up.
They're still trying to do the names. Give them a chance.
Should be 24 nil, I think now.
No, 26.
26. Go ahead.
If you miss it,
Too many bloody errors.
you've got to go for it all again. Oh, he's done it.
No, you got it right, Eddie. Eddie.
Reading Abbey seems to be a
And now you've got to change the top one.
Time sheet, look at the tablet. He's having a go. It should be done first before the game, I believe.
Should have done it before we go.
Yeah.
Nice, putting pressure on her. Although that was a very high tackle from Reading Abbey. Which the ref has noted and has called it back for penalty for Thurrock.
Sorry, that should be a good one. They bring it left there quickly.
Nice long kick by Stuart.
Kiwi's best one.
Tell you what, when that comes right, I'll do a big cheer, let out a big cheer. Hey, round of applause for the scorer. Getting there. Yeah, and what can you want?
Joined today by our usual commentator. As unfortunately,
Get up! Get up! Put him on! it down, come on, don't let go.
Come on! Don't stand and watch! Don't stand and watch!
Girls, let's go. Get with it, girls, come on.
Go with me! Put them under!
Another good kick by Reading Abbey, but he's having
Run it, run! Run it!
Tried being clever, didn't you? Eh? You tried being clever then. Turn one way, then turn the other way, run into trouble.
Yes, as I was saying, unfortunately Ralph Henderson was not able to attend today, but just to channel my email Reading Abbey was founded in 1956, 66 years ago. The Abbey complex was nuns, which I was unaware of, formed in 2013 after the Ship's Grove TV version, which is always fantastic to hear, as women's rugby is sport, same as the football, so the Lions were successful. Managed to take on the trophies. What? So we see the same
You've got Wi-Fi or something?
Get on!
Just manages to take the pressure off the car as she was chased down Clara Reynolds.
Let's put it to the middle, put it
These are the nice to see good challenge forwards.
Let's go!
Your ball, Pommy, come on!
We've just pointed up. Acting as a scrum half there, quite interesting to see the second ball act as scrum half. Brilliantly done either way.
Martin!
Well chased down by Sarah Jeffrey. The ball just goes into touch. Once they've gone into contact again.
Behind you, innit?
Let go, we've got that.
How do you? What do you
Turn it, Rob. The score, man. You got the time right? You have to go anything else right, yeah? And score.
You would have been up in the middle front, but it's like sometimes being backwards is stupid as well.
Let's go!
Silly.
Yeah, play out wide.
Well done, team! Well done, India!
Just keeping this way.
Nice, Jay.
Go, Devon. Come on, team, come here.
All in.
We're on the way. Lovely kick. All right. We're going to call you cheap round rock.
So that now brings us to 31-0 to Reading. Sorry?
Yeah, cheap that. Don't tell me. Who's the lucky bird?
You know.
Gilbury?
No. I know.
How you doing?
Sure.
I said, Steve, I said, I love it.
Nil to Thurrock.
She must have kicked him. I think
Nice stuff, Joe. Good stuff.
that Wayne stuff.
It was really annoying. I said, I'll drink. Well, I'll take it.
What's he doing?
Put out the bag.
Actual hold up hearings. Running out, he seems to have asked for time off. Apologies, I didn't see that previously. By the looks of it, it seems to be Jasmine Hooper. She seems to have quite luckily and she's coming back on the pitch to carry on playing. Another great kickoff into space. Was just missed by Thurrock. Although Gavin very late there. It went into
What? What are you having?
doing it again. Sorry, I did that last week, didn't I? Kept saying it was into touch. But actually, it looks like it was a knock on. The ref was scoring. happened there, but he's turned over to Thurrock.
Backwards.
Ref calls it back to a first knock on by Reading. So it will be a Thurrock scrum.
Go Chiefs!
How's that?
Hey, he's got the score right.
I just took that and ran it straight off his hands. Behind me.
How much pressure you got? Who said that?
Apologies, we seem to be having a bit with the microphone today. The ball is run in by Reading Abbey again, this time taken in by Annabelle Hawkins, captain again. This time ran into contact by Clara Reynolds, although it was a high tackle by Thurrock. Yeah, apologies for that, having a bit of an issue with the commentary, but nevertheless it is a Thurrock penalty for not releasing the ball by Reading. Kick just into touch there by Jade Wong. And I believe there the ref has said it will be the last play of this half. So the score is at the moment 33-0 to Thurrock. Very well taken by Poppy Jones there. Pass very well down the line by Thurrock. The final pass to Abby Jones. Just manages to evade a tackle by Clara Reynolds. And just kicked there by Sophie Tyler, and then kicked very well there by Jasmine Hooper. Although the ref calls for half time, so we're going to try and see if we can speak to one of the head coaches of Thurrock, Andy Yarrow. And we are now being joined by Andy Yarrow, who is one of the head coaches for Thurrock, and just going to answer a few questions for me. So how long have you been coaching Thurrock T-Birds now?
Oh, about 6-7 years now.
Oh, so you've seen them through probably one of their some of their most successful seasons then?
Yeah, it's been a pleasure coach. It's always a pleasure coaching at Thurrock. The work rate of the girls and the commitment is fantastic, and so it just goes from strength to strength year on year, regardless of the personnel that we've got available.
Speaking of which, so how do you think the season's been going so far?
I think we had a little bit of a rough start. We had some hard games at the beginning, but sort of the last month or so we've really sort of got into our stride. It's going well, and I think today, especially that first half, has been fantastic.
I completely agree. That has been an amazing first half by Thurrock T-Birds. Unfortunately, there's been quite a few penalties there. Obviously, something to work on, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to talk at half time. We're not happy with the amount of penalties we're giving away at the breakdown, so we're going to have a chat when we go inside. A little bit to fix there. Big focus on the second half and keeping them on the nil. Always constructive, of course. But what have you got to work on for them on training then, just so I personally know what to prepare for? At the moment, I think we're just going to be looking a little bit more at that sort of ruck technique, identifying the threat and taking the threat away from where they're giving them pressure up front at the breakdown. So some amazing commentary, obviously, going by me. So thank you very much for joining us today. You're clearly very nervous. No worries at all. Thank you very much. I look forward to next week. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that was one of our head coaches, Andy Yarrow there, who's just running off into the changing rooms to give some obviously constructive feedback for the T-Birds. No negative comments, hopefully. And a special shout out to Leah Dixon, who's here supporting today. Unfortunately injured herself last game, although she had a fantastic game. And hopefully we'll be seeing her back in a couple of games. But also a special shout out to HDS Securities, who has been sponsoring Thurrock's ball last game and this game, and they will be also doing Player of the Match today. So we'll be seeing them at the end of the match to receive their match ball for today. But until then, it is half time, and we'll see you in the second half.
And a very warm welcome back to the second half of today's game, Thurrock RFC versus Reading Abbey. Apologies for the commentary in the beginning of the game. For once I've messed up my words a lot less, and of course none of you have heard it at all. That's always a great thing for me. But obviously before the half-time we heard from head coach of Thurrock, Andy Yarrow. Unfortunately we weren't able to grab one of the Reading Abbey coaches for a quick interview. I'm sure they'll be quite happy about that because I no doubt will be getting extra laps of the pitch on Wednesday. And we kick off with Reading Abbey, whose kick is gathered by Izzy Lush, and a brilliant offload there by, I think that is Sophie Tyler. Another kick from Jade Wong to take the pressure off of Thurrock. And a little bit of a fumble of the ball there from Reading Abbey. Although it's run in again by Jess Potter.
So I'm not stupid, I've spent £3
And Reading continue to crash ball into the Thurrock defence, drawing them in nicely. And preparing for a run through there by Katie Van Ack. And another kick from Alice Dunton Rice. Running again into contact by Sian Fagg. And passed out to the backs by Jade Wong, gathered by India Harvey J. And run through by Sophie Tyler, passed back inside, although knocked on by Ellie Dunton Rice. And for not being 10, Abbey are not allowed to make the tackle, although he is passed back in by Rudders. And well gathered up again from a slight mishap there by Sam Wilmot. And Iona Musker taken over as scrum half, although once again, a bit of a mishap there. Picked up by Tori Kiff. And chased by Abby Jones, past to Iona Musker. And another great kick, and I believe that is back to Sarah Jeffrey. Sorry, no, that was Clara Reynolds, who kicks back again to Sophie Tyler. And a knock on there by Thurrock. I think that was quite a fast play from both sides and quite difficult for both teams to keep up with their own play there. It usually becomes quite messy for any team, even the best teams in the country. Once again, as we saw in the first half, a very strong scrum from Reading Abbey. Passed out to the backs and back inside to Alice Dunton Rice. Although once again another mishap there, and it is taken into touch.
Have you ever seen
And another scrum has been given, this time to Thurrock. Thurrock do well to hold off the strong side of Abbey. And it's run through by India Harvey, who does very well to miss every tackle that comes her way. Run in again by Nicole Smith, who's backed up by Captain Sam Wilmot. Straight to Sophie Tyler, who makes a brilliant offload to Anna Musker, who jinks back inside where there is no one to stop her, and she scores under the post to make the first try for Thurrock this half. And that will be bringing it to 38-0 to Thurrock.
For too long. That's why Walter went off. He's come back again.
Once again, Sean Fagg will be taking the conversion today. She's had quite a good success rate so far with this game. Let's hope it continues on into the second half. And it seems to have. So she gets a conversion for Thurrock, and that will bring it to 40-0 to Thurrock.
Yeah, no, that's what I was wondering. If you said no one, it's
What the fights, girls?
if you said no, she says two. Both thing you can do is if she goes to four, stay up and if she said no,
Once again, it will be Alice Denton-Rice kicking off. And another amazing kick to the hands of Sophie Tyler. Seems to be quite a nuisance today to Reading Abbey with her runs. She makes a brilliant offload to Nicole Smith. And we're now being joined by quite a few spectators as the heavens have decided to open and rain down on us today. An amazing pass back inside by India Harvey J to Lauren Paul. Then from Redders to Jade Wong and to Poppy Jones. And the ref calls it for a Thurrock penalty. Redders takes it in. Pass to Maddie Lockwood, who manages to run back inside, although she's stopped early by Clara Reynolds. And the ref gives a penalty to Reading Abbey for holding on by Thurrock. And kick downfield into touch again. As Reading Abbey's Claire Stevens prepares to throw the ball into the line out. It is stolen by Thurrock. I think that is Nicole Smith again. And run in again by Claire Phelps. And brilliant hands there from Lauren Paul. very fast play again out to Sophie Tyler, who makes an amazing offload to India Harvey Jane. I believe that is the hat trick I was speaking about earlier. And that brings it to 45-0 to Thurrock.
I'll date someone older. Never date the year. I'm not dating.
Hopefully we'll be seeing another successful kick here from Cheyenne Fag, as Thurrock prepare to take their places in the second half again. It is once again a successful kick, taking it to 47-0. I think the person who is manning the scoreboard was quite excited about that and put it up early.
When you chase them
That was a very hard tackle there from Reading Abbey, although the ref seems to have given the advantage to Reading Abbey for a knock-on. He brings it back to that knock-on as Reading Abbey were holding on there. Although personally that seemed a bit more of a bounce than a tackle. Another strong scrum from Reading Abbey as they attempt to keep it in the scrum to gain a bit more ground. Running very well by Reading Abbey's fly half. A brilliant tackle there from Claire Phelps on Andrea Barker. And Thurrock wins a penalty for Reading Abbey holding on as Tori Kiff tried to roll off one of Thurrock's defence there. And that kick just went a little bit awry there from Jade Wong and is gathered up by Clara Reynolds yet again. And passed out there to Annabelle Hawkins. As Poppy Jones goes looking for the ball but is driven off by Joey Fowler. As Reading Abbey continue to try and tap into Thurrock's defence.
How did you know?
Although Thurrock seemed to be successful in driving them backwards, Reading Abbey kicked the ball straight into Abby Jones' hands, who makes an amazing handoff to Sarah Jeffrey and just evades a tackle there by Clara Reynolds. And Reading Abbey there was not releasing, and as they weren't back 10, Redders has run it in and passed to Sophie Tyler, and it is then gathered up by Poppy Jones. A good decision there from Reading Abbey to kick it through. Although the ref decided to let that one run for a little while before he called it back for the penalty. So apparently that was called back for a knock-on by Thurrock.
He's got yells on there. You know Ryan Ashley? I bet you got worse. He has got
And looks like we're just having a pause there for an injury.
Oh, is that ginger? Is that ginger? What did you say? That's not what I said.
Looks like the injury has been repaired, and luckily she can continue play today. So once again we are setting up for a Reading Abbey scrum. And Abbey continued to drive back the Thurrock scrum. And Fern Edgar is stopped short there by Rudders, although he's called it back for a penalty.
Why is the forehead so flat?
And kicked into touch again by Alice Denton Rice. Line out being taken by Claire Stevens once again. And straight to the hands of Joey Fowler. Although the ref calls it back there for obstruction and gives a penalty to Thurrock. As Reading Abbey there were crossing over and not allowing Thurrock to get to the ball. Which is a rule I only learned in the last few years. Always good to know the rule book when you're playing. Another strong scrum from both sides, although Thurrock managed to just hold Reading Abbey off at bay. Passed out very nicely to the backs there, running by Izzy Lush. Makes a fantastic break there. Unfortunately, just offloads forward there to Iron and Musker.
Quick.
So it looks like there might be a calf injury there for Andrea Barker. Probably quite a nasty cramp there.
You pick me. I've got a chance to get
And sorry, my apologies for the long silences. I've used up all my material in the first half that I'm not aware if any of you have heard it. As the girls seem to be having a nice team talk there while we're waiting for the injury. The very cold coaches seem to be just bouncing along down there, trying to keep themselves warm, trying to keep their own spirits up as well as the teams, which we always like to see. And it looks like the rain has finally stopped, so. Sadly, that looks like Andrea Barker will be coming off there.
Yeah, so the first 10 minutes. Then we managed to get 3 tries in like 2 minutes. You got 3 tries in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alex,
Another great kick there from Ellie Dunton-Rice. That is just taken in by Owen Musker there. The ref calls it back. The ball just goes into touch. Once again, hooker Claire Stevens prepares to take the line out. And it just goes too far, and he's gathered by Thurrock. And running by Jade Wong. Once again, quite a high tackle there, although I don't believe the ref saw that. Run into contact by Sam Wilmot. And well rucked over there by Maddie Lockwood. Again, quite a high tackle there on Poppy Jones, but she powers through. And a gap is found by Lauren Paul, who makes a break. Oh, and is just brought short by an ankle tap there by Sarah Jeffrey. Running by Megan Harris, who is stopped by Jasmine Hooper. And pass back inside to Jade Wong, who makes a very long pass to Cheyenne Fagg, who's just missed by Abby. And then Abby Jones runs it in again. But brilliant tackle by Clara Reynolds. Pass down the line again to Nicole Smith. Again to Megan Harris, who powers through. Thurrock keep pushing Reading Abbey back very well. although their defence is still strong. Very nice pass there by the backs.
And again!
A knock on by Thurrock, which gives a penalty to Reading Abbey. Although I suppose the ball is most likely quite slippery after our brief little shower of rain there. But looks like Thurrock have Moji Banjo and Holly Edgway coming on the pitch for Poppy Jones and Sam Wilmot. A very good game from both of them. Although Poppy seems to be greeting her #1 fan, a very cute dog over there.
I want you get you just showed me his stuff. Oh, you got a new picture and he has a TikTok account and everyone knows TikTok account. And especially like Bell now, he's like, Dad! And he like QS everyone who's like, it's a million euros. I'm telling you, my own.
Thurrock continue to put Reading Abbey under pressure, and that kick seems to go straight up and straight back down again. It's gathered there by Claire Phelps. This time it's driven in by Moji Banjo, who continues to drive forward. This time taken in by Maddie Lockwood, although Reading Abbey seem to have gone straight off their feet. Although the ref calls it back for Reading Abbey ball.
Yeah, mine's called Isaac
Alice Denton-Rice relieves the pressure on Reading Abbey from Thurrock by kicking it back into touch. Again, just made it to the hands of Joey Fowler. Although the ref calls it back for a knock-on. And this is Sophie Tyler coming off for Ella Loveridge. She'll be taking over outside centre for the rest of the game. Advantage is given to Reading Abbey. And the ref calls it back for the advantage.
When you put that equation, so you have the equation E equals LT, E equals LT.
What's the difference?
And Alice pushes Thurrock even further back into their own half. Another Reading Abbey line out, although this is probably one of the first mauls we've seen of the game. And Thurrock seem to be driving them back very well. Moji Banjo taking down Alice Denton Rice. And passed back inside by Abbey.
Good pressure, Radders.
But pressure from Radders seems to have caused a knock on there.
I think wrong, mate. Easy down the side, is she? So no point.
And that is Fern Edgar coming off for, I believe, Claire Geiger. And Jess Porter coming off.
She's not in year 10.
Yeah, I think she's in year 10. Do you know what we used to do? He used to find out pictures on Google and say, I'm doing that to me, you're coming.
This time the break in the defence has been found by Iona Musker. And run into contact by Megan Harris. Then he's passed very nicely down the line there to Lauren Paul, who manages to dive between two possible tackles there, and it is run in again by India Harvey. Another amazing try there, which brings it to Thurrock 52, Reading 0. This time Jess Grace is coming on for Lauren Paul, and Melissa Shelton is coming on for Maddie Lockwood by the looks of it. And we also have Claudia Jones, sister of Poppy Jones, coming on at scrum half for Radders. Apologies, that is Claire Phelps that has come off, not Maddie Lockwood. And that conversion now brings it to 54-0 to Thurrock.
Is that something you guys do? Number 18. Crow horns, crow corn, crow chicken, salt and chicken wings, salt and chicken.
And the ball from kickoff has gone into touch, giving the line out to Thurrock. The ball will be thrown in by Cheyenne Fag. And just go over the hands of Melissa Shelton, but Holly Edgway manages to retrieve it. And it's just taken to ground there by Claire Geiger. And once again, another high tackle attempt from Reading Abbey, but luckily they pulled out of it just in time. And another kick downfield there from Jade Wong, once again gathered by Clara Reynolds. An amazing tackle there by Melissa Shelton. And Thurrock managed to get another penalty for holding on by Reading Abbey. Another nice kick into touch there drives Reading Abbey once again back into their own half.
He's from here! How do you know he is?
And that throw-in has just gone a little bit further than would have been liked. But the knock-on there from Reading Abbey brings it back to a penalty for Thurrock.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And to move us into each other! Even
The ball is put in by Claudia Jones. Unfortunately, that missed pass there has just caused a knock-on, which gives a penalty to Reading.
Yeah, I give it to the line.
This time Thurrock do very well to drive Reading Abbey back. An excellent pressure there from Claudia Jones. The ball just being picked up there by Abby Jones, rucked over by Holly Edgway. Maddie Lockwood runs it into contact. Claudia passes to Jessica Scrace, who is supported by Moji Banjo and Lauren Paul. And a knock-on by Thurrock gives Reading Abbey another penalty. Although it looks as though Lauren Paul might have a leg injury there.
Away from Jack, stand up the place.
Why are you shitting with me?
Not me. Funny, I saw that. take a shit first.
Okay, it's born. You don't need that there. Blockers!
Wait, don't hit the... Oh, no, there is.
Do well to fend off Reading Abbey's advances with the scrum. Although it's kicked well into the Thurrock half. Knocked on there by Thurrock. And some nice offloads there from Reading Abbey, although Thurrock have the advantage for a knock-on. And then knocked on again by Thurrock, although he calls it back for the first knock-on by Reading Abbey, giving Thurrock the scrum. Nice to see a bit of competition there from a very long-time member of Thurrock Rugby Club and some of the Colts that have come to support Thurrock T-Birds today.
Yes, go on. Go on, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Let's go,
And a knock on there from Reading Abbey.
Play, Abby. Play, Abby. Unlucky. Unlucky. I'm running out.
Well held there by Thurrock. And another amazing spiral kick there from Jade Wong. And Sarah Jeffrey just chased down there. And Thurrock win the turnover. Amazing work there by Izzy Lush. India Harvey runs into contact and once again suffers a high tackle. But Iona Musco manages to hold on to the ball. Emoji Banjo makes a nice run in there as she continues to drive towards the try line. Excellent decision there from Claudia Jones. But the ref calls the game and the final score is 54-0 to Thurrock. An excellent show there from both teams, but Thurrock RFC coming away victorious from that game. It's a very strong defence from both teams, but the possession mostly seemed to be Thurrock. But all in all, an excellent game from both sides. And I believe we'll be hearing from team captain Sam Wilmore in just a few minutes. But once again, thank you to everyone watching the live stream today. If you are a Reading Abbey or a Thurrock RFC supporter, thank you for watching.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking. And thank you again to everyone for coming to support us today. Next weekend, the men's first team will be at Brentwood at an away game, and it will be a week's break for the Thurrock T-Birds and the second team. Although the week after, the men's first team will be playing Chinkford at home, the first team will be away at Hove for the T-Birds, and the second team will be at home to Lordswood. But until then, once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.